Hello out there. Good morning and welcome to the Heavy Montes Morning Show. Today, October 30th, 2025. Now in America, we want to talk about the Republican Party. And there's a song out there and it's like this. What have they done for you lately? Heavy Monte want to tell you right now, I'm going to go down the list. I have compiled a list this morning of the things that the Republican Party is not doing for you, the American people. They're doing nothing, America. And they're standing in a bad position right now over the government shutdown. You understand? They have nothing to offer. They're saying that if the government opens, we're taking away your health care, all those subsidies, and the people are going to be sick and starve. You understand? The SNAP benefits are gone either way. You understand? If the Republicans are in control, you know. So the Democrats are standing up and saying, look, you need to feed the American people. People are starving. Food pantries are, empty because the Republican Party are domestic terrorists and they are trying to destroy your country. You understand? And their voters, they say their voters are stupid. They feel as though they have brainwashed the voters in the red states enough that they'll vote for them no matter if they kill them and stop the death. They think that Fox News and the right wing media and the maggot church has convinced these people that Democrats are evil. They're gay when they're gay. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Democrats are black when they're black. Clarence Thomas, you understand what I'm telling you? That idiot in South Carolina, that Senator Scott, who said there's no racism, Brian Donald. You see what I'm trying to tell you? So America, they have one thing in common. The, the color is not important. It's the ideology. They are Republican domestic terrorists. So I'm going to go down my list this morning, America. And I got it here. I downloaded my list here this morning. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is the Republican Party did this 100%. 100% of the congressmen and senators voted to protect a pedophile. Okay, man, America. So we can say they're pedophile protectors. We can say that. So they voted against cheaper gas. Everybody don't know this, but Joe Biden was a smart guy. What he did, we have reserves in America to protect us in wartime, and gasoline to help us if we have a gasoline crisis. Joe Biden took and used our reserves and then had the Saudis and everybody who provide us gas, he bought it from them cheaper to replace it. You see what I'm saying? So Joe Biden had this thing going good. So Donald Trump said the Republicans voted against 100% against cheaper gas. The gas prices are down right now, but they're gonna climb like hell. You understand? Uh, they voted against cheaper insulin. If Joe Biden had it set up where you can get your insulin real cheap. You see what I'm trying to say? You know, you shouldn't be charging people all this money to save their lives. You see what I'm saying? And Republicans, they're diabetics also. You see what I'm trying to tell you? So they voted against insulin. They said, hell, die. They voted against cheaper drug prices. Hmm? Biden had it set up. He took it away. Now your drug prices are going back up. They voted against the child tax credit. You understand? They don't care about children because they're pedophiles. Is what I'm trying to tell you. A pedophile don't care about your children. They don't care if they get gunned down in schools and things like that. They don't care. They don't see them as human beings. They don't see your children as human beings, the Republican Party. They see them as sexual objects. You understand? Because they're pedophiles, protectors. America, they voted against stimulus checks. When America needed stimulus checks to help the people, they said, nah, we ain't giving you shit. You understand? But you voted for them in the red states. They voted against the Voting Rights Act. They have a traitor and a voter suppressionist, John Roberts, sitting on the Supreme Court. They installed him to do away, take away the votes from black people. Now he's about to, the Supreme Court is about to take and try to remove every black, you know, congressman. You understand? Now, and congresswoman, let me explain something to you, America. I take the state of Louisiana, 50-50, 50% black and 50% white. But they live in Jim Crow, the blacks still do today. You understand? And the whites too, in the South. And Louisiana has one black district. They put them all in one little, thing. one little district. You see all the blacks, they pile them in there. See what I'm saying? Make one. So they're cheating already, America. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? You see what I'm saying? The people that are inferior, you understand, and not qualified to run the country is the ones who run it now because they run into the ground. And your state, Republicans, they're the ones. Vote the bastards out. Huh? And please subscribe to the Heavy Monty YouTube channel. Huh? So I can tell everybody, never ever vote for a Republican. Let's keep going down the list. Uh, they don't want to end gerrymandering. Gerrymandering. Now, all these things I'm saying, they voted against. They're saying that we don't want the country to be equally representative. We are white, see, and we are superior. We know how to run this country. We're Republicans, so we're going to cheat. You understand? And we're going to lie. And we're going to win by any means necessary, even if we have to kick Jesus Christ Himself in the ass and abandon the church. Huh? And let this man sell Bibles and rape our children, they say, and hang out with Jeffrey Epstein. And that's their leader, a convict. And they're talking about the Democratic Party because they stand behind us because they're fucking cowards. Huh? They stand behind the Democratic Party. See what I'm trying to tell you? And they tell everybody the Democratic Party is not worth a damn. That's a damn lie. So you people need to stop voting for Democrats and give them the power to see what the hell they do. Huh? What do you got to lose, like Donald Trump say? Huh? By voting for a Democrat now. What do you got to lose? You don't have shit now. So let me tell you, vote Democratic. Don't fuck with them Republicans with their domestic terrorists. Now, they're fighting climate change and endangering the whole world. They say that they want to bring back Jesus Christ at the same time, kicking Jesus Christ in the ass. Say they want to bring back rapture, kill all of us, and turn it into a white country where white men control with a few handmaids. Man, America, you people out there, you better get the hell away from them Republicans. Okay? They want to take and uh, don't prosecute any rich tax cheats like Donald Trump. Donald Trump basically he cheat, he don't pay taxes. You understand? That Trump family is enriching themselves with our money. They're rich now. You see what I'm saying? They appoint Laura Trump, as head of the Republican Party. They say, you understand, the committee. You know, nepotism. You know what I'm trying to tell you? Nepotism. The family's trying to build a monarch. Now they say they're trying to get Eric Trump, that stupid motherfucker, to run for president. Set up a dynasty. You know what I'm trying to tell you, America? And these Republicans, they fall for this shit. Now that's South Carolina governor. He's down there talking about he's trying to get some money to feed the people. Wait a minute, America. You voted against that shit in the red states. You know what I'm saying? Find your own goddamn food. Huh? You said you did. That's what you did. Farmer, you voted for Donald Trump. He said this, he's going to make America again. He's going to make America great again by taking away your farm, you stupid motherfucker. You see what I'm trying to tell you? You know? And we are the majority of the blue states. We got to get out there. We got to vote. And we got to, tell the people. Just like the Republicans said. The Republicans tell the people, we're going to fuck you. We're going to screw you. And ain't a damn thing you're going to do about it because you're ignorant and you're stupid. We can say, we're going to help everybody. You understand? Starting in the blue states, building our roads and taking care of our people and educating our people and feeding our people. We can do it. The red state's not going to do it because they're taking all that money to build tennis courts for their rich children and all that money going to the billionaires. So you better go blue. Can we tell you? Now they did away with Roe versus Wade. Said they're gonna bring back the handmaiden act. Got 57% of white handmaidens to do it, bullshitting them in the church. You know what I'm saying? Tell them that your body, and after the election, they said, nah, 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 your body, our choice. You see what I'm trying to tell you? You are property. Okay, that's what they say to you, women. 57% of women, and you women out there, you white women that voted for Donald Trump, ought to be ashamed of your goddamn self. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're bullshitting your ass. Do you really believe you fed Adam that freaking apple and you're responsible for the determination of the world? You understand? You got kicked out of that garden like they told you. Stop believing that bullshit. You know, it was a man that ate that apple. Somebody told me they mixed up the sexes. They gave Eve the apple. Lied. So they lied. They switched that shit around in the Bible. Somebody told me. So anyway, all right, and they are against banning assault weapons until right now. Because Trump said he gonna take them. He said he taking them away from the people arrested. Because the people arrested mad. You know what I'm saying? And the Supreme Court will take away your assault weapon. They did it once, and they'll do it again. Because I'm gonna tell you something, you people in the red states. People tell you that you have all the guns. It's a goddamn lie. Okay, you're outnumbered. You're gonna get fucked. You know, if you fucking roll these blue states, you understand what I'm saying? You know, huh? They're gonna run. The rich man gonna take off and leave your ass right there. You know what I'm saying? Probably go to Russia. They got this shit set up with Donald Trump right now. Got the red states to leave, and you motherfuckers starve down there in the South. But they starving too. You're starving in Florida right now. The food banks, military people are starving. The country is in turmoil, and these people are. And Mike Lawler, he's out there telling everybody, well, you know, the Democrats are bad. The Democrats are doing this. America, you voted in the Republican Party, and they're responsible for this shit. The government is closed down. The Republican Party in the last 90 days, the House has only been in office for 4 days because they're afraid to release the Epstein files. They're saying that there are films and videos that show that Donald Trump is a pedophile. That they said that there will be no doubt. They're there. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So why can't we see the files? Huh? Why are they hiding it? Huh? If he is not in the files, you understand? That'll be relief for me because I don't want our president to do no shit like that. Now, Donald Trump's a low down scoundrel. Okay, he shouldn't be in the office. But if he slept with one of our children, that is, that's for me and for everybody. That should be really bad. He should be gone already. Okay, but you know, the Republican Party is protecting him for what? For what? Why? Because a bunch of those bastards are involved in the cover up. The cabinet, the Supreme Court, and everybody's at risk for the American people finding out who they are. Domestic terrorists, liars, and cheaters. You understand? They're attacking your nation. You understand? They hate America. Huh? It ain't white enough, they say. You know, we need to take it over and destroy it. And the motherfucker come on TV, somebody like Steve Bannon, and say, look like Otis from the damn, Mandy Griffin, like a damn alcoholic drunk. Come on TV and tell you talking about they want to destroy the government and bring it back, and don't even tell you what. No, they want to pad their fucking pockets with your money. That's what they want to do, and they're making money. It's all about money. Those influencers that back Donald Trump is all a money game, ladies and gentlemen. It's all a pedophile ring, a giant pedophile ring. Huh? You ought to see the amount of Republicans in power right now that are molesting our children. Google it for yourself and come back and tell me if you're on the left or the right. I bet you there are 50, 60 people in the Republican Party right now who are pedophiles. I mean, who've been guilty and checked, and going to jail for that shit. Because that's what they do. They believe in that shit. Okay, let's go back to my list, America. I have it right here. 100% of the Republicans in the House and the Senate voted for all the stuff I'm talking about. Now, they voted against uh, fighting domestic terrorism. Won't let America have a domestic terrorism act because they are terrorists. But it's coming. You see what I'm saying? Presidential Crime Commission. This is what you get when you get the Democrats in there, and we'll let you know if Donald Trump's a spy. We'll let you know if he's screwing our children. We'll show you the tapes. We'll let you know what's going on with Jim Jordan. We'll let you know what's going on with Rick Perry. We'll let you know what's going on and who are involved in a massive cover-up, okay, of America and pedophiles. And right now, every Republican in the House and the Senate are guilty of protecting a pedophiles. Because even if Donald Trump is not on the list, there are pedophiles out there, and they're allowing these guys to continue. Because we don't know what they're doing, raping our children. Republican Party, because they're the rape party, the party of rape. Okay? Now, they also want to take away birth control pills. They want to make birth control illegal. They want to classify birth control pills as a dangerous substance, a controlled substance. You understand? That women cannot have that. They want to do away with it. Okay? You see what I'm saying? They want to do away with all gun background checks. They want to, they voted against making more baby formula for your children. They voted against stopping domestic violence. Said, you can whoop your wife ass, she can't divorce you. They want no divorce. She's your property. They voted against same-sex marriage, veterans cancer care, and upholding a fair election. Okay? They also voted against taking care of our police, the ones who they beat the shit out of the Republicans during January 6th. The Republican Party is not working for you, America. Okay? They're working for Donald Trump, you see. And we have to realize where we're at right now. That's all citizens. But you can change. Uh, you can say, look, these bastards are criminals. They're rapists. They're domestic terrorists. And if they have an R by their name, you don't vote for them and you don't buy shit from them. Okay? If they're a vendor, if they, take and have a shop and they're local, whatever, you don't buy shit from them. I told you. You know? I stopped by this place where this lady was selling flowers. I was gonna buy them. I had $80 worth of shit, put it in my basket, and when I saw her had a Trump sign on the back of her car, I said, "Fuck off, didn't buy shit." I would. Why would you buy something from people who are using your money to destroy you? Huh? Why would you donate to any Republican as long as they're protecting a pedophile? They are the government. Stop calling the Democrats' name. That shit don't work no goddamn more unless you stupid. You don't vote for them Republicans down in them red states. Huh? Look at your governor in South Carolina. That's the reincarnation of Robert E. Lee. Now, it's a god dang shame when you tell people, so called white people, that they are better than black people. They're better than gay people. Huh? They got to monitor and come in and pass laws to control our lives. They control the lives of gay people, transgender people, you know, and the lives of women, huh? Their body, you know, because they're the slave master's children by choice, by choice, huh? By choice, because you had to reach for that racism. You see what I'm trying to say, And I keep telling you people this stuff. The reason why black people are moving up so fast because there are not that many of us, huh? Our spending power was not in the race before, and we spend more money than anybody else. So all we have to do is start building our own fucking hospitals, building our own schools and shit like that, and do what we need to do because we can do it because we have the money. We have a lot more money in the black race than we have fucking people. But we're not living like that. We're trying to live as an American, huh? And work with everybody because we don't see color. Hmm? None of my black friends I know talk to me about race and color and shit. It's the god dang on racist so-called white people that put us in this condition. 77 million is fighting us civil war. You understand? When you voted Republican, you vote to kick out every black person out of Congress. Huh? That's gonna make your life better? No, worse. Because the black people in Congress are the ones that are responsible for getting you snaps and giving you health care and all this shit. They want to get rid of. That's your power, white people, huh? For the things you need for your family. Yeah. And those black people who get kicked out, go back into your community. You understand? And figure out how you're gonna take care, how you're gonna reduce crime, how you're gonna get hospitals, how you're gonna get school, because there's that many of you. Huh? And they've been using you as a prop, you understand, to tell these white people that we don't want to give you health care and we don't want to give you shit. You see what I'm trying to say? You can blame these black people for that shit. Huh? But no smart, intelligent white person, even if he's in the KKK, could believe that shit now. Huh? Because the enemy is Donald Trump. He's doing that shit to you that they said the black people doing to you. Huh? He's doing all that shit to you. That they say the gay people doing, right? He's doing that shit to you, huh? Taking over the military. He's gonna send the military into your town and take away all your freaking rights. You understand? He is the Republican Party is that government, huh? That they say Joe Biden was. They are the enemy of the state. Not one of those bastards in the House and the Senate should be reelected. The people are protecting a fucking pedophile. A Russian spy, they say. A man who should not be in power. If he was a Democrat, we would kick his ass out. Huh? Joe Biden. Nobody loved Joe Biden more than the Democratic Party, but we got to tell him he had to go. He was old. He was falling apart. You know what I'm trying to tell you? They even wrote a book about it, Jay Tapper. But they won't write nothing about Donald Trump. They won't tell us the truth about Donald Trump. They're covering it up. Now, Heavy Monty is going to take an conclusion here today, because this podcast is running a little long. Welcome to the Heavy Monty Morning Show. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. We have a convict president, a serial rapist, they say, civilly. Okay, said he ripped a woman. He had to pay some money. Okay, you know what I'm saying? They said it happened. I don't know, but that's what they say. A man who's best friends with Jeffrey Epstein, huh? A man who went out and married, they say, I met a first lady, a sex worker from Amsterdam, gave her a genius visa, broke the law, they say. You know what I'm saying? She should be fucking kicked out, deported, huh? But she white, they say. The first lady should be deported if anything happened that she cheated. And her brought her parents over here too, white. Yeah, brought her over here. You see what I'm trying to tell you? But now he wants to kick out the Hispanics, who are dark skinned, but his wife can be a hypocrite. Huh? You see what I'm trying to tell you, America? And all you Hispanics, never, if you're an Hispanic, even if you're in the KKK or whatever, get the fuck out of there. Now you know join the Democrat Party. That should save you. Huh? If you're a minority, if you're a white liberal, huh? You register to vote. We got to get rid of these bastards doing the midterms. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's happening. Ain't a goddamn thing Trump gonna be able to do to stop it. You understand? Ain't nothing John Roberts is gonna do to stop it with a traitorous ass. You can cheat and you can do anything you can do, want to do, Republican, but even your voters are hip to your shit, and they're not voting for you. You'll see, huh? The farmer ain't gonna vote for your ass. He's just telling you this shit now if he's trying to get that subsidy. But when he go back to the poll next time, nobody should vote for a Republican. The party is a Nazi party, and it should be, huh, abandoned. They tried to take over the United States by force using their military. Huh? They beat our women. You know what I'm saying? Slam on their back. They beat this one woman 3 times. Beat her, the so-called ICE. And if you remember, they called when Clinton and Obama was the president. These people ICE were jackboot thugs. Jackbooted thugs. They're still thugs. You know what I'm trying to tell you? And they're gonna get fucked up too because the people hadn't started fighting back yet. You understand what I'm telling you? You go on these fucking cities, they're gonna get fucked up. You gonna say, oh, Heavy was right. I'm not saying anybody should do it. I'm just trying to tell you. They're hiding their damn face and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna let you know something, America. When I was in the federal government, my salary, every award, and everything about me is placed online. Everything about every federal worker and ICE and their salary should be on the database. It's out there. The people know who the fuck they are. Not unless Trump trying to stop it. And they say they're hiring the worst of the worst. They're hiring people from the January 6th that beat the police. They say they got criminals in that ICE. You know what I'm trying to tell you? Now he's firing all of the ICE agents, they say, because they're not mean enough. You know what I'm saying? They're not killing enough people. They're not beating enough women, he said. They're not moving up fast enough. You see what I'm trying to tell you, America? This is the Heavy Monday Morning Show. I'm having a lot of fun this morning. But I just want to tell everybody, don't vote for a Republican. And please subscribe to the Heavy Monday YouTube channel. We're getting subscribers left and right. Just subscribe. You understand? Subscribe to the channel and let me get out there and talk and tell the people what's going on. You see what I'm trying to tell you? This is the Heavy Monday Morning Show, dedicated to white liberals, dedicated to the Democratic Party, gay people, transgender people, maggots who want to get the hell out of that domestic terrorist Republican Party. Come on board the Democratic Party and never, ever vote for a Republican. And please don't forget to subscribe. I got you going now, America. And you subscribers are coming in. Thank you. All my friends on Blue Sky and all my friends on Facebook, keep on subscribing. Have a great day.